And I'm crazy.
And we're going to do something kind of
Different.
You'll get to know us a lot more.
Yeah. So we were looking through her old board games because we were bored. And we found this game called The Secrets Game. It's really old. Like, some of the terminology on these cards are, like, really old. So we decided we were going to play this game. So basically the rules of the game are you pick up a card.
And you read it.
And you read it.
So
And this one says, here's the story behind the scar on my...
And you can either tell the truth for me, or you could tell the truth or you could lie. So for my truth, it would be, here's the story behind the scar on my arm. And the story is, I was 7 years old, I had a cat, and my mom turned the shredder on, and he got so scared that he sliced my arm, which is true. And it's faded, but I have the scar on my arm to prove it. But a lie would be, here's the story of the scar on my thigh, because I got into a bear attack. So we're going to call each other out on truths and on lies. And we'll probably do about, 10 each?
10 each, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so you'll really get to know us.
You're really going to get to know us. Since you told a truth and a lie just now, you go first. Okay.
Alright, crazy. Card number 1. I thought it only happened in the movies until...
I thought it only happened in the movies until I became so completely obsessed with One Direction that I stopped having a life.
True.
That is true.
God, the faces we'll give to each other today.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright.
Here's yours.
Fuck.
Wait. One time I was glad to help someone who is down and out was...
The one time I was glad to help someone who was down and out was always because I have the biggest heart and it sucks.
And that is more true than y'all know.
Okay, guys, you don't understand. If you have a heart that's super big and you're willing to help anybody, you'll honestly put their feelings before yours and you'll get trampled just to see them smile. And I go through that on a daily basis.
Sweetheart.
It's worth it to see you guys happy. Ew! As a kid, I once tried to make money by...
As a kid, I once tried to make money by selling my sister.
True.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I would love to sell my sister, though. She's for sale. Anyone wants her. Just kidding. No.
We wouldn't put that torture on you guys.
She's evil. All right.
So that's one each, right, so far?
A letter I wrote and later regretted sending went to... Think of this as a text message.
A text I wrote and later regretted sending was last night when my boyfriend nearly broke up with me.
True.
Yeah.
And that would be a letter I wrote and sent on your phone.
Either way. Guys, we're fine. We're good now. We didn't break up. When I'm at home all alone,
When I'm at home all alone, I pretend that I am dating Niall Horan, and I listen to really loud country music.
True?
Yes. Pop star and country music, though.
Okay.
If I could only say no to.
If only I could say no to my mother.
That is true.
Yeah. Once, just to attract attention,
Once, just to attract attention, I threw a tantrum in the middle of my third period class.
True?
Yes.
What did you do?
I just started screaming and banging on the desk, and then I hid underneath the desk, and I was a very bad child.
What period? What grade was this?
Oh, wait, I said third period, didn't I? Third grade.
That's why I was, hesitant. I'm like, you'd get attention.
Okay. If the back seat of my car could talk.
Okay, if the backseat of my car could talk, it would say, turn that damn music down.
True.
False.
Oh.
I don't listen to music that loudly. I pushed my body to the limit when?
I pushed my body to the limit when. In my freshman year, my first year of Vivace, I forced myself to run for a straight 15 minutes without stopping.
True?
Yes.
Wow. Vivace show choir, by the way.
Show choir.
Okay.
I once knew someone who was so weird that...
I once knew someone who was so weird that he figured out his cat likes to eat earwax.
True?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I was 8 years old, and this guy lived in my neighborhood, and he told me that his cat liked to eat earwax. So, me being 8, and the tomboy I was, I picked my ear, gave it to the cat, and he licked it. Thank God he didn't bite my finger. Okay, to avoid getting a detention, I once told a teacher...
To avoid getting a detention, I once told a teacher that I couldn't do the homework because my grandma died.
True.
That is true. But she still gave me the detention.
People are mean.
Even though there were tears. And the grandma dying thing was real. Okay. As a teenager, the biggest argument I had with my parents was...
So the biggest fight I got into with my parents when I was a teenager was when my mom always took 15 minutes late to pick me up.
True.
Mm-hmm. And she said, well, it's better for me because I'm the driver. I'd rather have you wait for me. Good thing I'm getting my license next month.
And you have a car.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may not believe this, but I never go to bed without blank.
You may not believe this, but I never go to bed without my 7 different stuffed animals.
That's actually false.
Yeah, I only have 4.
I can't judge. I had like 36 when I was younger.
One of the most satisfying things I ever made with my hands was...
One of the most satisfying things I've ever made with my hands was a pillow.
True.
Mm-hmm. Latch hook pillow. Yeah, I do latch hooking, which is like a form of kind of like knitting, but you take a pattern, you do it on a thing, and then you sew that thing onto like a pillow or a blanket, depending on how big it is.
Interesting.
Okay. One of the strangest phone calls I ever received was...
One of the strangest phone calls I ever received was from a Mexican man living in England trying to sell me an Xbox.
False?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you see the weird look on her face? That was probably the most outrageous lie I could have come up with. Okay. Let me tell you about my most unusual vacation.
I was in Hawaii, and I sat on this really hot bench, and then I got back, I sat on this really cold bench, and I had to get physical therapy for my ass.
That is true.
One of the dumbest things I ever did on a dare was...
One of the dumbest things I ever did on a dare was let some guy lick my ear.
False.
That is actually true.
Really?
I let some guy lick my ear.
Huh.
Which wasn't, like, I mean, that's not stupid, but I don't do stupid shit that often. Well,
okay, that's debatable.
People aren't funny enough to dare me to do stupid shit. But
That's
I would
better.
do it if I got dared to do it. Okay. If there's one thing I've learned from past romances, it's...
There's anything I've learned from past romances is to think the goddamn relationship through.
That is true.
Okay. Here's my favorite one-night stand story.
Here's my favorite one-night stand story. So, I have a fake ID, and I was at a bar.
Oh my god.
And I got drunk off my ass. And I went back to this guy's place, and we had sex. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I walked home. And I got grounded for like a month because my mom figured out where I was. Because apparently she put a GPS on my phone. Mandy's laughing because she knows how much of a lie that is. I don't have a fake ID. I've never had a one-night stand. And my mom didn't put a tracking device on my phone. When I was a kid
I know this is my last one.
and slept over at a friend's house.
When I was a kid and slept over at a friend's house, she and one of her other friends covered all of us in stickers and wouldn't admit to it until we all left.
True?
Mm-hmm. 6th grade. Well, that's the end of my questions. One social event I just hate to go to is...
The one social event I just hate to go to is... anything that involves my family.
True.
Yes.
Alright, that's the end of our video. I hope you guys got to learn a lot about us.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do more like this video soon.
Yeah, this was fun.
It actually is kind of
I
fun.
didn't even know a game like this existed.
We could do a part 2.
Yeah. We could do 2 of these.
Yeah. Okay, might as well just do a part 2 then. So,
Alright.
we'll post another one tonight. And keep an eye out. This is actually kind of cool. I might have her come over and do this more often.
Like your next question.
Okay. So, be looking out for these. I have a feeling this is going to be a regular thing for us until the cards run out.
Yeah, until the cards run out.
Okay, bye guys.